What's up, everybody? Today we're working on the GMC. We're going to go ahead and throw some new digital tail lights on.
Digital?
LED?
LED.
LED?
Should we start over?
Nah.
Okay.
So Leon picked up a set of tail lights. They're all LED. And
Like a year ago.
They've got brake lights, turn signals, side marker light, or some kind of illumination
It's
light.
a tag light.
Yeah, probably.
This was going to be like one of the first things I did, but it took like 3 months to get the fenders made, so.
Yeah, they are beautiful though.
Thanks.
We looked this over in quite detail, and we've decided that we are going to mount them against the fender. So somewhere right around here-ish. We're going to use some blue tape, line everything up to make sure that it's going to be even on both sides, because obviously with this masterpiece you don't want to alter anything too much. Like, we can't show it's out 1/4 of an inch on that side and in 1/4 of it.
Whatever looks right, even if it's off.
Even if it's off. So we went to the store and we got some fender washers.
Yeah.
And why they're called that, I just learned, is because it's a big washer with a small hole. So I guess it's to better distribute the load that you put on it. Now on the back of the lights, it's just 2 simple bolts, and then we will sandwich a set of washers between the fender.
Let's see if it's gonna be the right.
Oh.
Dude,
Wow,
that's awesome.
You couldn't be any more perfect.
That's great.
So the idea here is that it removes any kind of animal fur, but also that it doesn't stick too much to the paint.
Yeah, because so these fenders were new, and I ended up painting them with a spray can. Anyways, it's just so that I don't, when I take the tape off, I don't rip it off with it. So we put the tape there so when we drill it, we don't mess up and chip everything, and I can draw on it with a Sharpie and then just remove the tape.
So it's funny when you work on stuff like this, because straight is an illusion. You know, we're trying to pull off known points, but that doesn't mean that they're the same known points on the other side. So it's more important of what you see with your own eyes and how that appears.
Yeah, because this whole section was added in.
Yep.
So basically we're gonna kind of get in the center of this and then mark it over here, take the little triangle, put it on the inside, and then run the line across.
Yeah.
And we might not be able to do it with this because it's too close.
Yep. We've got a couple reference lines drawn, and it's funny because it's like we've got angles going this way, tapes going this way. So we've looked at these reference points a few times, and we believe that that is about the center of where we want the holes to be for the lights. The next thing is to figure out the center point between here, so that we make sure we get this edge and this edge so that we can center it in between.
Oh, hi.
So we've taken a couple reference points, stood back, stared at it a little bit, and we think we've got a good place to start.
I'm gonna go ahead and drill the first hole, and then we'll get the other one lined up. How do you think?
Yeah.
So now we can take the screws out, stick them in, and then kind of get these, this point of where these are, and then drill those holes. Yeah, I just want to get a couple threads in.
Should be known that Leon would have already been done with this project if we weren't recording it.
That is true. But that's all part of the fun, isn't it?
You call this fun?
Yeah.
Did these lights come with a template?
No, but if I would have spent like $5 more, it would have came with the bracket.
Oh.
I didn't know that until after.
Wow. The reveal.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we gotta save that tape. We might need it again.
I might need to go get a little flat tip. I think we did make the right choice though, without a bracket, because I like how it's just clean. There's nothing there. It just looks like it's floating.
Yeah. Other than being Frenched in,
Oh yeah.
it's about as good as it gets. We've got the one side done. Yeah. Looks pretty good to me.
So basically all we have to do with the second side is kind of put it on the line, make sure it's level, and also just measure off of that one to see how far it is for a reference point.
Because now the only thing we're trying to match is the other side.
Yeah, if we're sitting in the center of it, as long as they look the same or close, I'm good.
Yeah. Cool. Where did you get these lights?
Offline. Off, I don't know, eBay or something.
No, we should put the Amazon listing for them.
Oh, yes.
So if you guys want to get some lights like, we'll put that at the end. Yeah, Leon and I were watching some older videos of ours recently. I mean, honestly, it's like a night and day difference. Like,
Like it was so much better back then?
In my mind is, I don't know, we just had more fun. I didn't work, you didn't work.
That's true. Well, we worked. Just different.
Yeah.
What you think, Willis?
Oh, you're just gonna free ball it?
Free ball. Yep.
The whole point of that was somebody commented, you guys look like just a couple of well-fed human beings. And that like never went away. I still talk about that 4 years later.
It's pretty good. Does that look pretty square?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because there's like no play.
Yeah, it's fine. So we got both lights mounted.
This one's off. Anyway, it don't matter though. Like, so it was bugging me like a lot for this much time.
Yeah.
And then I thought to myself, like, it's a work truck, so who cares? And then now it doesn't bother me at all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we're on to wiring. The fun part.
Okay, so I'm gonna go home and you wired up.
Fine.
Wait, you did the Festiva.
Most of it.
Cool. You got brake lights?
No. They were so difficult, I cut off the whole pedal assembly.
Oh no.
Boy, have we been busy from the last clip. So Leon's got these LED headlights. While we were looking at all the brake stuff, we thought, well, why don't we wire in the more important lights so we can actually drive around with this thing. So essentially we ran a whole bunch of new wires, connected up the high beams and the low beams, the standard driving lights. We ran all the cables to the back so that currently where we're at, we have driving lights and the little lights that come on underneath of each of them. So you can drive around and basically be legal, but there's no brake lights yet. For inside the cab, now we have our normal running lights as well as our high beams. Now currently, our problem is that we don't have a sensor for the brake switch. So if you hit the brakes, they stop the truck, but there is no electricity or grounds that flow through anything. So you know how things don't always go as planned?
No. What happened was my laziness kicked in, and I was like, you know, they make a switch that goes on this pedal assembly that doesn't require a bracket. And so then I thought even more about it, and I'm like, you know, the old school ones are the same, but they have bigger connectors. So we can just slide on the two that we need. So we're gonna try this out and see if it works. I mean, I don't know if it will, but
If it fits, it's almost like it's meant to be there. No, you didn't.
huh?
You didn't put those connectors on.
What do you mean?
The ones, they're not even wired to anything yet.
No, I already tested it. I stuck this, I went like this, and went, bam, sucker. But yeah, it looks like it works, and I'm super impressed with myself.
We already ran some of the wires in the back, so we really just need a power wire to come into that assembly,
Yep.
and then a power wire to come out of that assembly,
Yep.
and then run along the chassis, and then back into the empty one down there. And then theoretically, we'll have brake lights.
We'll have running lights, tail lights, and high beams and brake lights.
Holy cow.
No turn signals because it's Florida.
Alright, so we just hooked up power again, and everything should be connected inside.
Well, actually,
so.
I hooked up the power and then I ran the line, even though I shouldn't have, but
Alright, well, let's
I like to live dangerously.
see if it works. Ready?
Yes. Woo! I like it. Can we do, let's do the lights and then the brake lights. Okay, I like it. Oh, ha! Yes. It's so good. It's so good. Let's look at the headlights. Although we had headlights to begin with the old harness, but then I ripped everything out. Okay, turn the headlights on. And then high beams. Whew! Dude, it's beautiful. I love it. So I think we're gonna try to get a tag this week. I do have to get it inspected. The VIN verification. Yeah, because it's from Washington.
Yeah.
Or Idaho. I don't know.
One of those.
One of those garbage states. There goes half the followers. Sweet, dude. We did a lot of work today, and I didn't even have to make a bracket, so it was well worth the $20.
Yep. Yeah, we just had to ruin a couple Festiva parts. So, this is great. This was a full day of work. You guys didn't get to see us do a whole bunch of other wiring, but that's okay. It's not very fun.
I hate the wiring, and plus it looks like shit. So we might redo it, do like 2.0 version with switch panel and fancy stuff. But for now, I think we're good to go.
All right.
See you guys next time.
Yep. Thanks for watching.